Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today we have some breaking news on the Ripple v SEC lawsuit. Yes, we have a lot to talk about. But before we get into any of that, my question of today is, are you guys still excited about XRP specifically? I mean, we have the lawsuit going on, we have a huge amount of FUD. Just want to quickly know and see if you guys are still doing good. I'm still doing completely fine. As you can clearly see, we are up 70% on the trade which we did a couple of days ago live. And I've been telling you all, it's not certain that we're going to keep popping off, all right? I want to quickly make that clear. It is not certain, but boy, oh boy, did I want to take that risk. And you guys also knew, I did say we should actually buy here at 65 cents as well. By the way, still not financial advice. I personally didn't do it in this trade specifically because I kind of forgot about it, but you all know, all right? We could have gotten, I think, almost 90% right now profit. Pretty crazy if you start to think about it. But yeah, that is on Bybit. A link is down below. Ripple faces SEC request for further discovery over XRP transactions. Not actually only here, it's everywhere. I've been updating myself, refreshing for the longest time, and whenever I checked, I couldn't find it. And all of a sudden now, boom, boom, bang, 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 everything came out. We got three things popping up after each other. Again, letter motion for local rule, selected parties letter motion for local rule, and then a letter response in opposition to the motion, yada, yada, yada. Let's quickly check out what Jeremy Hogan said on Twitter. He said, the SEC is requesting more depositions and more documents. There's only one reason to do this. Your discovery to date has not given you what you need. And what is most of the further discovery about? Yep, the fair notice defense. That defense sure does make the SEC nervous. For example, why does the SEC suddenly think post-lawsuit sales of XRP are important? Probably because those sales are the weakest fair notice sales, since Ripple had already been sued by the SEC then. Is the SEC starting to hedge its bets if it loses on the pre-lawsuit sales? Finally, basically, okay, let's actually kind of summarize already what we've read. It's like the SEC now, James Phelan posted it, is trying to get some extras, right? SEC v. Ripple, the SEC requests order permitting 6 additional depositions, compelling Ripple to search records of 5 more custodians, and compelling Ripple to produce records regarding post-complaint XRP transactions, and Ripple's lobbying efforts designed to create the market confusion Ripple now claims as a defense motion and exhibits below. 2 parts, all right? 2 parts in terms of my explanation. First part being they want extra information about Ripple, just regardless, you just want some extra info about their, basically the lobbying and what they've tried to get done and why they've done that and everything like that, because they're claiming it as a defense, that they have tried because there's a lot of confusion, which all comes into fair notice then again. And of course, the first part, which is that they now have to search, this actually comes in 3 parts, but all right, they now have to search through their documents to find every piece of info about their sales after they were sued, which they didn't really have to do before. And Jeremy says that is actually kind of interesting because why would they want that if they had enough evidence? If they already had something to build on, you wouldn't really ask for that because, well, why would you? And right now, Jeremy is also thinking, together with me as well, the SEC is trying their best to kind of place their bets on both sides of the table. It's like, okay, if our alleged complaint from before doesn't really work out, we can always go for a plan B, which is to go after Ripple sales after they've already been sued. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought process. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the daily crypto videos, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let me quickly tell you guys about this Bybit thing. It's $2,600 worth of bonus that you can get for free. So this trade here is $1,000 worth almost. You could do this for absolutely free, $2,600 in total. And if you deposit 500 XRP, you get a 25 XRP bonus. And if you deposit 1,000 XRP, there's a chance to win a Ledger Nano X. 5 Ledger Nano X will be given away only to my followers. And the 25 XRP is only for people using the link down below. So use it, go check it out, and let's move on. Finally, based on this filing, I am 90% confident that Garlinghouse and Larson have already been deposed, and they must have not given the SEC what it wanted/needed. And therefore, the lion is hunting for weaker prey. Finally, I am glad to see that Ripple is going to bring in experts and argue that the XRP price doesn't correlate to Ripple's business activities, but instead to other cryptocurrencies. I mean, it depends, because I can definitely, put up an argument as well that Ripple's efforts have somewhat an influence on XRP, but for the majority, it's actually been the SEC and the lawsuit here for the last couple of months, and of course Bitcoin / the market. So yeah. And I really like that argument as to Section 5 violations. Finally, times 3 in regards to settlement, I believe. I still believe that the most likely time frame is after discovery in August/September. But settlement in a large case like this is a process and often involves applying pressure to get the last thing you want. The filing doesn't mean talks are not in progress, though. Ooh, it's getting interesting. It's getting hot in here. So, okay, they better not do that. But it's getting hot in here, guys. It's getting it's getting interesting. Oh, we got 20. Okay, we got actually some more stuff. So that was 19 hours ago. We got 14 hours ago. SEC v. Ripple filed its opposition to the SEC's letter motion for a discovery conference. So Ripple is again filing that they do not want to do that. Like the SEC's original motion, the opposition was filed under seal, meaning we don't know exactly what is inside until the issue is decided. And then SEC v. Ripple. Ripple requests an extension of time to June 2nd of 2021 to respond to the SEC's letter motion. Sorry guys, SEC letter motion regarding omnibus discovery matters, which was filed by the SEC on May 25th, just now. SEC does not object to the extension of time. So we just got this, right, a couple of hours ago. Ripple now came in and said, hey, we want to actually have until June 2nd. Usually it's like maybe 2 days prior. They should have done that on May 28th. But they now have kind of extended that to June 2nd. They do that really often, I found. Ripple really has applied for extension like almost every single time. It's pretty interesting how that's going along. But the conclusion is things are looking good. SEC is trying to fetch something which is not really there. They're trying their best, of course, to find some new problem, find something which you can catch them on. But as long as the process keeps going like this, guys, I really sincerely hope and think that we will be victorious with some huge XRP results or some huge XP gains as a result. Once more, guys, not financial advice and I guarantee my own personal thoughts. I'm hoping for this, I'm thinking this, but I'm not sure, obviously, as you guys most likely know, but I'm quickly putting it up there. Now, the rest of this stuff we've already kind of talked about here. The majority of this, all we know is we have to wait. And we don't know anything else. It's literally this. We have to wait for some new stuff to come out. We're excited, though. I'm personally really excited. This is looking juicy, man. It's not about the money here in this specific case. It's about the fact that it's up 70% that makes me happy because it's times 2.5. It's not times 50 or something crazy, which I sometimes do, because then getting 70% is not that hard. In this case here, we caught a pretty nice little dip right here. We caught it right here before it started to dump, I mean. And then I told everybody during the live stream even and a couple of videos afterwards that we should buy extra once it gets to about 65 cents. It hit that perfectly, so we definitely could have. But I also told you guys that I wasn't really watching this account. I didn't really bother too much. It hit 65 cents perfectly, as you can see here on low. 65 cents to the dot. And I didn't actually follow my own advice, which is pretty interesting. Then again, I also told you this is just an account I use for the YouTubes. It's just basically bonuses which I've gotten on there. It's not that much money inside. So it's kind of a burner. I don't know what I should say right there. It's not like my main thing, which I've told you guys before. I do not show on YouTube. It's not a smart thing. And anybody, if you're watching right now, please never put your XRP amount in the comments section. I see people doing it so extremely often. I don't think it's a smart thing, guys. Please don't do it. Please. Then A. Pompliano posted on Twitter, Floyd Mayweather will be speaking at the Bitcoin conference. It's interesting. I'm not exactly sure why that is important, but a lot of people found this really interesting. I guess it might just be because he has a really big audience of people who like to, live the wealthy lifestyle. Maybe this will help out for just some more adoption in some way, shape, or form. The fun fact is that I used to always be a big guy on, oh yeah, we need to get more adoption, we need to get more crypto into the real world. But Bitcoin in 2017 and 18 already really took off, right? And I started doing this YouTube stuff somewhere in early 2017, before most people that you're watching right now. Back at that time, it wasn't really as popular. It was more like, oh, we need to get crypto everywhere. It would be so cool if this happened, that happened. But ever since the bull run in that time happened, and even now in 2020, it's so ridiculously popular that I'm like, well, if those guys now hear about Bitcoin or something like that, they've already heard about it 10,000 times before. It's not like somebody that's in the modern world here hasn't heard of Bitcoin just quite yet. It's just about really investing in it or putting money into it. But you can't really tell me that the majority of people have never heard of Bitcoin. I'm going to quickly say here that I believe at least half of the people in these developed countries and, people that I guess use Twitter, maybe you should call it like that, people that at least use Twitter or use Instagram, just use social media, at least 50% of those guys have heard of Bitcoin at one point or another. It's nearly impossible to not have heard of it. But then again, let's keep a low estimate of 50%. With that said, what is this going to help or aid or do? Not exactly sure about that, but people do think of it really highly. So I just thought I should quickly put it up. Then Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Premium sharply rebounds. Could it return to positive? Also, this stuff it's like, do we really know that something negative is happening there? Like, do we really know that there's some correlation to those things? Is there any factual thing that we can get? No. I've actually started to kind of look more into Glassnode, guys. I told you before, I wanted to actually buy it for $800, I believe, a month, purely so I can give you guys more info, but I need to get better at it. So I've been looking at more metrics, trying my best to get it done. I might actually just be able to email them, get another license maybe, because I'm doing press stuff. Not exactly sure. Of course, it's also a tax deduction because it's a cost, I guess. So, I mean, I could, but you guys know it's like a principle question. This stuff on a Glassnode, to get the tier 3 analytics, it costs $800 a month. So I'm a little bit hesitant. However, I've been trying my best, guys, and pretty soon here, I'm hoping to actually get a lot of cool analytics to you guys, and hopefully we can make some sense out of it and use that to our advantage. I'm trying my best. I will keep going through like that, and I'll give you an update soon. Then, what Bitcoin stablecoin supply ratio hits major low? Here's what it means for Bitcoin. Again, all these analytics I'll come to really shortly. I've been doing my best, right? Just putting this up here so you guys know. I've been doing my best. I'm going to try to read as much into it as I can. Let's quickly read this post. Lex Moskovsky says, Bitcoin stablecoin supply ratio hit the record low. Lots of dry powder on the sidelines. The stablecoin supply ratio, SSR, is the ratio between the Bitcoin supply and the supply of stablecoins denoted in Bitcoin. When the SSR is low, the current stablecoin supply has more buying power to purchase Bitcoin. It serves as a proxy for the supply-demand mechanics between Bitcoin and the dollar. The Internet Computer responds to criticism. It's actually ICP, Internet Computer, the crypto, is actually pretty juicy in terms of what it can do. However, there's so much questions, I guess, about why was it made, who really made it, who really put some money into it. Is it centralized? Is it this? Is it that? There's so many questions about him. And here's a little article explaining some of the FUD, basically, going against some of the criticism. I actually have talked to some of the guys here in the crypto space as well, and they said this is not a good response because it's still bad. But then again, it's good, I think, that they just took their idea and put it up on, I guess, a reply, and just basically went to the people and said, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we're doing. This is why the price is going down. This is everything that's happening. And this is what we're envisioning. And then most crypto are worthless by St. Louis Federal Reserve President. You know what, guys? I don't know. I don't really care about what these guys keep telling you. At one point or another, most people will switch over. Bitcoin was not designed for the banks. It was actually against the banks. Mind you that very much so. XRP is more of a crypto that was designed for them. Whatever. That was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today. Make sure you subscribe. It's worth it, guys. It's worth it. And have the notification bell on as well. It might help you out one day. All right. We might have the craziest trade ever, and you wanted to have the notification bell. Yeah, you can almost guarantee you.